Welcome back, beautiful people. This is Chad, and I'm coming to your world-class style. I am back. This is a place for leaders, entrepreneurs looking to build their brand, business, and impact and take their career to the next level. Let's dive in. Week 3, guys. We're going to talk about the third pillar of the 7 pillars of a 7-figure mindset. Let's dive right in. So what's the third pillar? Okay, hopefully you've been utilizing the first and second pillar. If you are just now receiving or watching this for the very first time, we want you to subscribe to the channel. Check out the first 2 pillars before you get to this one. And we want you to work your way through this 7-week challenge, okay? Because we have a 7-week challenge that's going to help you develop a 7-figure mindset. So let's talk about the third pillar. The third pillar is what we call the training balance scale. Now, the training balance scale is a very important principle and something that I personally use, and several of my friends who are doing amazing things in their lives based on this principle. And so we want to make sure that we prepare your mind and get you the right mindset, when it comes to being successful, right? So let's talk about this. This training balance scale. See, on this training balance scale, you have 2 things. You have your how, and you have the why, right? You have the how you're going to do something, and you have the why you're going to do something. And in most cases, guys, most people believe that you have to have balance between the how and your why. Most people think you need balance. But really successful people understand when it comes to success, there's no such thing as a balance when it comes to these 2 things. There's no such thing as a balance. If you want to be successful, you have to understand when it comes to your training balance scale, most people tend to put most of their energy on how to be successful. Right? How? The bolts, the nuggets. Well, if you want to be successful, they're like, I have to have my game plan. I got to know this. I got to know that. I got to know all these intricate things. And then some people get caught up into all the information to where they're consumed with so much information, they never really get started and take action. Right? And so we don't want you to get stuck on the hows. When it comes to your teachability index, okay, 90% of your success is going to come from why you want to be successful. Why? Not the how, but the why. And let's talk about why is that. See, when you know why you want to be successful, it's going to fuel your passions, right? It's gonna give you the consistency that you need to push forward. You might not know how you're going to do it, but if you know why you're going to do it, it'll bring everything else in alignment and you'll figure out how, right? So the how is irrelevant. Your why is what you want to tap into. So for this pillar, what we want you to do for the next 7 days, what we want you to do is we want you to make a list of the reason why you want to be successful, right? So I want you to picture your dream goal, your business that you want to develop, or maybe you're in a business and you just want to grow in there. We want you to picture, what type of income you want to have, the car or whatever. And we want you to think about, we want you to write a list of why. Maybe your reason why you want to be successful is because you want to leave a legacy for your children. Maybe you want to make sure that your children have the things that you never had in life. Maybe you want to make sure that your children can go to a better school, live in a better community. Make sure that, maybe you want to just make sure that you can do things that you've never been able to do. Maybe you want to take care of your parents. Maybe you want to make sure that you can support your significant other. Maybe it's something, maybe you're having some health conditions and you want to become very healthy. You want to be able to live a longer and a healthier life. These are the reasons why you want to do something, right? So when you start picturing your business, if you're focused on nothing but the hows, but you're not connecting to the reason why you want to do something, right? What that'll do is it'll leave so many doors for excuses. And like they say, excuses are bridgeways to failure. Most people make excuses because they haven't really connected to why. Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to be successful? It's so important. Ask yourself that question, right? So over the next 7 days, I want you to picture your success. This is to help you develop that, right? I want you to picture, what does success looks like to you, right? What does it look like? I mean, what does that dream house look like? That dream car, the places you want to go to or travel, or, what does your marriage look like when it's successful? What are your, what schools or what colleges are your children, attending? What kind of clothes are you wearing? What kind of restaurants are you eating at? What does success look like to you, spiritually? What church are you donating to or getting tied to? I want you to look at and picture why you want to be successful. Over the next 7 days, I want you to write a list of the things that, of why you want to be successful. I want you to really key in on why, because I can tell you, if you figure out and you can tap into your why you want to be successful, you'll figure out how to do it by any means necessary. If you're passionate enough and you figure out why, automatically by default, you'll figure out how. You want to know how I know you'll do that? Because when you know why you want something and it becomes a passion, you'll be willing to do the research and not quit. You'll start thinking things outside of the box. You'll say, let me get on Google and do research. Let me ask a friend. I see this friend is very successful, but I never even asked them any questions about how they're successful. I mean, I got a friend that's doing what I want to do, and I never even asked them, can you help me? Right? When you start getting passionate, you'll figure out how you need to do it. You'll do the research. You'll put the time in. When you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you'll get up in the morning and do it because you'll know why you're doing it, right? You want to start losing weight? Well, you need to figure out why you want to lose weight. Because if you want to lose weight, right, and you don't know why you want to lose it, you just want to lose it, well, what's going to happen when you have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to put that workout in before you go to work? You might not do it, right? Unless you know, hey, I need to do this because, man, my health is important. I want to live longer. I don't want diabetes. I don't want to come up with some type of illness. I want to lose weight. I want to get rid of this high blood cholesterol. You want to think about these things. You want to connect to your why. If you connect to your why, the how will automatically work for you. It'll bring itself into an existence. That is something that's so important. So for the next 7 days, I want you to focus on your why. I want you to build a relationship with your why. It's time for you to build a relationship with your why, right? Your why, you should be in partnership. There should be a relationship there. You should be connecting, communicating with your why. You should be visualizing your why. You should be feeling your why. That's what we want you to do over the next 7 days. And we want you to report your progress. Right? So we want you to subscribe to this channel, right? We want you to comment below in the comment section here, because I'll do my best to read all the comments. And I want to see how, what type of effect your how and your why has once you focus on your why. So go ahead and leave a comment in the box once you do this for 7 days. We'll go back and look. And for those that's participating, we might have something special in the near future when we're done with these 7 pillars. Okay, this is a 7-week exercise. So if you're just watching this for the very first time, we're on pillar 3. If you haven't saw pillar 2, pillar 1, we want you to click the button below, subscribe to this channel, right? And go back and watch pillar 1, pillar 2, do those exercises for a week each. Come back to pillar 3. Let us know what type of impact this is making for you, your business, your brand, and your career. And like I always say, we won't see you at the top. We'll see you over the top, because you're built for greatness. Until next time, next week, guys, we're doing pillar 4. You don't want to miss it. Let's go!